Today, I'm at Simonside near Rothbury in the Northumberland National Park, and I'm here because it's heather time. There is a lot of heather moorland around here, and it's at its best this time of year. But that's for later. I'm going to climb up to Dove Crag towards evening time. But first, I'm going to photograph something very ancient, slightly mysterious, and definitely weather-beaten. And no, I'm not talking about me. This is my first stop for the day. It's a cup and ring marked rock on Lordenshaws, just below Simonside. Now the markings, which are sort of concentric circles and horseshoe shapes and little sort of hollows, were made roughly 3,500 to 6,000 years ago, so they're Neolithic and predate the Romans by a huge margin. However, no one really knows why they were made. There's no concrete evidence to suggest what the purpose of the markings were, which I think is quite refreshing in today's technological age, that there's some mystery still in the world. But this isn't the ideal time to be shooting this, because it's midsummer, mid-August. We're way past midsummer now. Because it's mid-August, the sun is relatively high in the sky now. It's mid-afternoon, it's mid-everything today. So because it's so high in the sky, the sun, it's not really revealing the markings that readily. This is more of an autumn, winter, spring at this time of day, when the sun's a bit lower in the sky. But you get what you're given, so I'm going to try and find a shot. There are some wonderful views across the Cheviots over there, so that's a possibility. That way looking into the sun, which isn't ideal, but backlighting, that might work, we never know. And even some detail shots. So I'll get set up and we'll get going. This is my first shot set up. Wide angle, my 12 to 40mm lens set at 12mm, and I'm really filling the frame with these cup and ring markings. They're the really special aspect of this rock, so I really want to make the most of those. But the sun is behind cloud at the moment, so it's a very soft light. I need the sun to be out to give me some shadows that'll help reveal the texture and the form and the shape of these markings. I have been promised sunshine this afternoon. The BBC did forecast that, and I'm going to hold them to that forecast. However, it's just a case now of waiting, I think. There are gaps in the cloud, so I'm just going to have to hang around, but I won't make you wait. You can see the shot immediately. Well, I think that worked. I had a very brief burst of sunlight, so I went into full panic mode, took the shot with the camera on a tripod, and then went handheld, took a few shots elsewhere. The sun went in again and I lost the light. So I'm going to start on the long walk up to Simonside. Well, I say long, it's not that long a path as these things go, and Simonside isn't that high a hill. It can be quite strenuous in places. Fortunately, there are one or two spots where I can get my breath back and take a picture at the same time. So I'll see you somewhere on the slopes. Found this wonderful fern on the way up, and it's slightly backlit, and that's just helping the colours glow. And it's starting to turn that russety brown yellow that it turns in autumn. We're not that far from autumn, despite the heat today. And I'm going to shoot fairly wide open, f4, f5.6, not so much to minimise the depth of field, but more to give me a faster shutter speed. It is blowing slightly in the breeze, and I want it to be pin sharp. I may even raise the ISO to achieve that too. If it works, I'll pop it on screen after this. got a shot set up. I'm not sure it's going to work though. I'm shooting into the light. The sun is directly in front of me, but it is backlighting these wonderful crags, these sugared limestone crags, and that is glistening in the light. And there's a nice sense of depth because the landscape does fall away from here. So I'm going to bracket. I could use ND grads, but I haven't got my adapter with me today. I'm trying a different filter system. So I am going to bracket and possibly do an HDR shot as well. If it works, fingers crossed, it'll be on screen after this. These crags are great and the view is fantastic. The path continues along Simonside Ridge to Simonside over there. Down below you've got the forest. In the far distance you've got Cheviot and the Cheviot Range. And then over there, the town of Rothbury. And on a clear evening, and it's quite hazy today, so I can't see it, but the North Sea is over in that direction, so the coast isn't that far away in the scheme of things. So when the weather's right and the temperature is placid and the light is good, I can't think of a better place to be on a summer's evening. The sun's just come out and I think I've got about 5 minutes worth of light before another cloud will snuff it out. So it's not personal. I'm going to turn you off for the moment and I'll show you the shot if I get one once I've done it. Well, that good light didn't last long at all, but that's one of the joys of landscape photography. It does look like there are other gaps in the clouds, so there's another, I think another hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes until sunset. So I'm eternally optimistic that I'll get more good light. But I did promise you heather. It is heather time here up on Simonside. So I think I'm going to whip out my 60mm macro lens and do some detail shots. This soft light is ideal for that. Well, I've got in quite tight on a small heather flower. And I'm going to focus very precisely, shoot wide open. It is bobbing about in the breeze a bit, so I want to freeze that movement. So I'm going to have to focus very precisely. Now this is ling heather, but it's not the only heather plant that you find on Simonside. There's also bell heather, and I'm going to find some examples of that and do some close-ups of those specimens once I find some. Now I'm going to take the shot very quickly because I've now been eaten alive by midges who've just arrived in their millions. This is the bell heather, and it does blossom slightly earlier than the ling heather, I believe. There aren't that many fresh examples around, unlike the ling heather, which is at its peak now. So this was the freshest one I could find. It is a charismatic plant though, very different in structure to the ling heather. The sky is looking really dramatic over in the west now, but whether I'm going to get any more direct light on the landscape, I'm not sure. I'm going to stick it out though, despite the midges. I think there's one more shot to be had tonight. That's this week's video, which I hope you've enjoyed. I do recommend Simonside. It's a fantastic spot. It's great in August, where I am now, when the heather's out, but every season has its charms. Winter is especially great, particularly if there's snow on the ground. If you have liked the video, please do like it, and please do post a comment or a question. I'll be happy to answer anything posted below. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. That's always much appreciated. Now, I'm not sure where I'm going to be next week, so that's going to be a mystery. You can think about that for the next 7 days. But in the meantime, I do hope you have a very pleasant week, and I'll see you then.